callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting update. We start with this transfer report claiming that Barca continues to show strong interest in this Benfica starlet by name Fiorentino Luis. Of course, he's rated at 40 million euros. Barca continue to push for the signing. We started hearing rumors of this player yesterday, and the rumors persist today. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about manager Xavi, as it have been reported that the Barca boss and his coaching staff will earn 12 million euros gross after renewal until 2026. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barca casting their net far and wide in search of a replacement for Busquets, Spanish outlet Sport is reporting that Barca have identified another player who plays for Benfica, midfielder Fiorentino Luis, as a possible candidate for the Busquets role. Fiorentina is a product of the youth academy in the Portuguese Giants and has been on the club's books since 2010. Fiorentino made his first team debut for them since 2019 and then went on to have some loan stints at Monaco in the 2020-21 season and Getafe in the 2021-22 season. During the 2022-23 season, the 23-year-old prodigy became a mainstay at the center of the park at Benfica as he racked up 54 appearances across all competitions, even chipping it with some 3 assists. Fiorentino Luis was particularly impressive in the UEFA Champions League, where Benfica went as far as playing in the quarterfinals before being kicked out by eventual finalist Inter Milan. As such, the Portuguese ace has seemingly caught the eyes of Barca, who are now looking at him as a possible option to fill that void that have been left by the departing Sergio Busquets. The report states that the scouts of Barca have followed this young talent on several occasions this season and they have wondered about his price. Furthermore, within the club, they believe that Fiorentino Luis is a very, very strong positional player and has shown some great improvement and potentials in his game with the ball at his feet. Fiorentino Luis is understood to have released a release clause worth 120 million euros in his contract. But Benfica would be open to selling him for a lower fee, like maybe 40 million. It would make the 23-year-old a much more affordable option for Barca in comparison to players like Martin Zubimendi, who is manager Xavi's preferred choice but will cost 60 million. Joshua Kimmich, another player who is high on the wish list for FC Barcelona, but signing the Bayern Munich star will not be easy at all. So it remains to be seen if Barcelona decide to press ahead in their pursuit of Fiorentino Luis as a possible candidate to replace Sergio Busquets. Of course, looking for Busquets' replacement have not been an easy task, as Barca continue to prioritize a new DM over any other position for next season. And despite having players like Frenkie de Jong, manager Xavi have said it openly that Frenkie is not Busquets. Frenkie does not have the Busquets way of playing, and that is why Barca see Frenkie as a different role player. He doesn't play because normally we all know that Frenkie de Jong is a DM by tradition in his days at Ajax, but coming to Barca, they don't see him as such, and Xavi have openly said they will prioritize a new DM as Busquets is leaving, a player that maybe have that profile similar to Busquets. I think now when we look at the modern day football, it is not easy to find that. We know Busquets is a special, unique type of DM that we hardly see now in many teams. Many DMs go more forward advanced to help the other midfielders and the attack, but Busquets is a more defensive type of player and his control is unique His control is second to none. His abilities are wonderful, but of course, age catch up with him and he couldn't continue because of that. And it's time to go for him while the club moves to a different era. Of course, I've been linked with multiple stars in that position, including the likes of Amrabat, Martin Zubimendi, Joshua Kimmich, stuff like that. Now, talking about this young, talented prodigy by name Fiorentino Luis, who is doing marvelously now in Benfica. Barca are showing strong interest in him, and of course, there are other top European clubs that are also interested, which means the move for him will not be as easy as you think. Of course, he's been rated as 40 million euros, quite cheaper than what they will rate Martin Zubimendi, as Sociedad have always asked for 60 million, which is his release clause. So a lot still need to be decided from now to the end of the summer transfer window, because Barca have not even kickstarted anything. Neither have we have not even sold no player to start buying. So we all know that we can't buy any single soul if we don't sell some of these players. So a lot still need to be done, and I think they should be done wisely. Then on to the final story of discussion. Earlier today, there were reports doing the rounds in Spanish media claiming that Barca manager Xavi Hernandez was seeking a gross salary of 30 million euros for himself and his staff to renew his contract with the club until 2026. However, if a fresh report from RAC1 is to be believed, those numbers appear to be well off the mark. As per the report, Xavi is currently on salary worth 4 million euros per year gross, while his staff earns around 1.5 million euros per year. Following the renewal until the summer of 2026, the 43-year-old's wages will double up to 8 million euros per year, while the rest of the staff will pocket 4 million euros, making the total package worth 12 million euros per year gross. An announcement could be made imminently, with the Blaugrana hoping that it does not affect the financial fair play situation negatively. Xavi took over the reins at Barca in November 2021 at the time when things were rocky at Spotify Camp Nou. Having steadied the ship a fair bit in his first season in charge, the 43-year-old tactician took the team a step further in the 2022-23 season, leading them to La Liga title and the Spanish Super Cup triumph. While the Catalans have disappointed in Europe, Xavi has seemingly shown enough to earn the trust of club president Joan Laporta and the board, with a renewal until 2026 now understood to be imminent, and it seems like he and his staff will be settling for a salary worth 12 million euro per year gross. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.